My life saving is going into diapers. I pray this doesn't take my life. J Boogie, who is a popular transgender man, cries out in pain after a failed BBL or liposuction surgery. Now, J Boogie said that he is now spending a large portion of his money on diapers after a failed BBL surgery. Now, I know most of us know who J Boogie is, and some persons don't know him. Maybe you know him by face, but you don't know him by name. Now, J Boogie is a popular transgender man who is in Nigeria. In fact, he can come out for one of like the best or the best looking transgender man in Nigeria because of his looks and his physical appearance. So now J Boogie, let me give a brief recap of who J Boogie is for those of us those of you who don't know about J Boogie. Now, J Boogie is a transgender man, and he is the first child of his parents. And also, J Boogie happens to be a transgender man. His real name is Daniel Anthony Nsikan. Now, J Boogie came out on social media some days ago to call out a hospital about his or her BBL surgery that went hell wire. Like ever since then, she has been lamenting out on social media. She's saying that he is saying that he is now using diapers, as he's spending most of his life savings on diapers. Now, based on proper information, it is now informed that he has a kidney problem. So guys, this matter is actually becoming something else. He demanded the fact that the surgeon had demanded his life and profession. So he came out some weeks ago to call out this particular hospital known as CGE Aesthetics. They are into this hip and body enlargement, breast enlargement, bum enlargement, and so on and so forth. So he came out to call out this particular hospital, and also the doctor gave information and details concerning this particular issue. Now, according to her, she said after the surgery, she did not have any form of complications. She did not have any she was okay, perfectly okay and fine. Then some days went on, and she started having some symptoms. She started leaking in her private part. Like, guys, this is really I don't get, because ever since then she has been crying out for help, for Nigerians to help her. She's saying that nobody is donating again, funds are no longer coming in. Now, following the butchered procedure that resulted in difficulties, the popular transgender J Boogie laments his health and depreciating savings on diapers. So it means that he is currently on diapers. This thing is really getting out of hand. A man who decided to turn himself into being a woman, like the God Almighty who is in heaven, who thought in his infinite wisdom that okay, you being a man that's just the best for you. So are you saying that he is not wise enough for him to create you to be a guy? Like, this thing is just getting complicated, even down to the extent of doing breasts. You do your breast, some of them tend to remove their male genital parts. They tend to do this BBL, like enhancement of their bum and so on and so forth. A man doing this, now he's not coming out to cry out that he's actually dying, that people should help him, people should donate money just so that he can get his life back. It was reported a few days ago that the transsexual went online to criticize a doctor who conducted the butchered operation on him. It was claimed that this butchered surgery left him with health difficulties and has been pleading for help ever since then. He discussed the struggle he is currently facing in a recent Instagram live section, which I'll be showing after this particular video. He demanded the fact that the surgeon had demanded his life and profession, and also that he had been experiencing difficulties since the surgery. J Boogie said that he is now spending a large portion of his money. So all the money that he has been making before while doing this thing, according to him, he said it is his profession. The fact that he was calling this in his career, that he said something about the doctor wants to take her life, the doctor wants to take her career, and so on and so forth. Like, the part of she saying that this transgender stuff is her career.
I've never seen anything that make them worse. and nobody's donating funds anymore, and all my life savings have been going for dialysis and all. So I don't know what tomorrow holds, if I'll survive it or if I won't survive it.
It is just so irritating. Like, even thinking about itself, it is quite irritating. Now, J Boogie is saying that she is now spending all those money, those her life savings, she's now spending it on diapers. The devil is indeed like a thief. Like, he's indeed a thief, and this boy or girl is actually receiving the consequences of her actions or his action. He also expressed regret that in addition to meeting his own demand, he also had family obligation and costs to pay. That is why, in as much as possible, as a man, I know sometimes the pressure is high on men, on the male side, but in as much as possible, you try to do your own best part, because if I tell people this thing, whether you live or you die, if you decide to take your whole family situation on top of your shoulder, if you pass on today, your family will still live on without you. Now, that doesn't mean you won't take care of them, or you won't hustle to take care of them, but you just have to do what you have to do and don't depend your life on it. Now, she is saying that it's because of her family that she's doing all these things, or he is saying that it is because of his family that he's doing all these things. I feel it is arrant nonsense, because they have both boys and they have both girls, men and women, who are actually the ones fending for their family. Like, they do other businesses. There are different businesses that you can do, not to the extent of transgender. And that is why till now a lot of people still value James Brown other than Bobrisky and some of other cross-dressers or transgender men. It is because for James Brown aspect, he is just using his own as content. He's just a cross-dresser. He doesn't sleep with men, all those stuff he doesn't do. He's just using all those ones for content creation and just to catch crews, and he's making money out of it. So why should a man leave his own gender and go into a woman's gender? Like, that is so. And the fact remains that he'll still be sleeping with men. Why is it like, how irritating can some people be? Some people really need to get into themselves, like know what they're actually doing in this life, because God in his infinite mercy said you're going to be a woman, and still yet to decide that okay, you want to be a man, or God created you to be a man, you still want to be a woman. Now she's facing the repercussions. She's crying. Some days ago, after she came out of videos publicizing about her being critically ill, the next day she joined this Salvation Ministry morning devotion, and she said, God, please save me. Like, is it now? That's why they say people always cry to God or go back to God in the midst of troubles and tribulation. Now, my own question is, after doing all this thing, or let me say after recovering, is she going to go, or is he going to go back to his old life of being a transgender, or you just focus on being a man? Because since you decided that God is not wise enough for making you a man, so why calling him for help? So guys, a lot of people, they have now come in to solicit for funds or donations to J Boogie, or whatever his or her name is. So she's now soliciting for help. Dropped her account number because she did a live Instagram video. I'm going to be dropping the live here so that you guys will see for yourself. Like, for me, I don't see the reason why she should be even be doing surgery, or he should be doing surgery, because he's already, like, he has the bum, he has the shape and everything. In fact, he's even finer than Bobrisky, like on a 100 times scale, but still yet he or she is not still satisfied. So come down to the comment section, tell me what you think concerning this particular post. Do you think Nigerians should solicit for help or should raise funds for this transgender man or not? Because for me, I'm going to still keep my own reserve, because Nigerians still have the likes of Mr. Ibu, the likes of Amechi, them suffering, battling health situations, like serious health situations, and now she's coming out to solicit for help for something she used her hand or his hand to cause for himself. So come down to the comment section. Don't forget to like our videos, comment and share. Thank you for staying till this moment. I really appreciate you. God bless and have a nice day.